Hello, this is me Rekha Sen on Swasthviksha. Today we are going over the histology of the nervous system, in which we will see the nervous tissue, different types of the neurons and neuroglia. So, are you ready? Nervous tissue contain two types of the cell. One is neuron, is a true functional cell and generating action potential, and other one is a neuroglia or glial cell, is supporting neural cell. So let's discuss one by one. Neurons provide unique functions such as thinking, remembering, controlling muscles activity, regulating glandular secretion. Like muscle cells, neuron process electrical excitability, stimulus and action potential. Have you heard these things before? Let me tell you, electrical excitability means ability to respond to a stimulus and convert into the electrical action potential, and stimulus means is any changes in the environment that is enough to initiate action potential, and action potential means is electrical signal that propagate means travel along the surface of the membrane of neurons. Understood? Okay, I will give you example. As you buy pizza, then after some times you are start eating. How it is happen? By the pizza, it is stimulus for the pizza maker, and but your brain, it has a special type of codec system. They don't know what is the stimulus, so stimulus is convert into the action potential. Action potential means a message delivery boy to the brain, and who change the stimulus into the action potential is electrical excitability. So you are buying online pizza to the call, okay, then after some times pizza delivery boy comes and you get your pizza. Just the same like buying pizza is a stimulus, giving order for the pizza is action potential, and for giving order you call the pizza maker or company, this is the electrical excitability. Understood? Then what is the size of neuron? From 5 micrometer to 150 micrometer. Length is very short to long up to 1 meter, extending toes to lowest part of the parts of the neuron. As you see this figure from here to here, this is the cell body, contain nucleus, mitochondria, nasal bodies, neutrofibrils, cytoplasm, and here these are the projection like structure is dendrites, and this is whole structure of the axons. So all the extension from the cell body like dendrites and axons called neurites. Axon contain a Schwann cell in this type of neuron present in the periphery, because in CNS it contains oligodendrocyte. I will tell you why and how later on that. In Schwann cell, here this is the neurolemma, cytoplasm, and this is the myelin sheath. Myelin sheath have a special role in the neural protection. Then this is the node of Ranvier, and in the axon this is the inner exoplasm and outer exolemma and contain a neurofibrils. Have you seen that the cell body contain neutrofibril present, and when axon have a neurofibrils. Then last things are axon terminus, where our axon is leaving us and going to meet his other dendrites. This is the synaptic bulb where axon and other dendrites get connected. So mainly neuron has a three part. First one is a cell body, is also known as a perikaryon or soma, contain nucleus, cytoplasm, include organelles like lysosomes, mitochondria, Golgi complex, nasal body. Nasal bodies have a basically free ribosomes and permanent cluster of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Nasal bodies are regenerate damaged axon in the PNS. Second one is the dendrites, is receive information toward the cell body, means it is a receiver, or I can say receptor component of the neuron. One neuron simultaneously receive information from more than 1000 neuron, means one neuron can hear 1000 neurons. Third one is the axon, is propagate information away from the cell body, because this is the effector component of the neuron. Cytoplasm of the axon have a exoplasma is covered by exolemma. Axon and known as axon terminals or telodendria. Understood? Now we will discuss about the types of the different neurons. Structural, functional, and according to neurotransmitter and according to the axon, these are the classification of the neurons. In the structural neuron, basic on their functions and their releasing neurotransmitters and the length of the axon. Okay, then in the structural, based on their structure of the neuron, unipolar, bipolar, multipolar, and CNS I will discuss in later in details. And functional means depends on their function. It is sensory, motor, and interneuron. Sensory contain sensation from the PNS to CNS. Motor neurons has release information from CNS to PNS. Then interneurons, it get connected with the sensory and motor also. Then different neurotransmitter have different neurons like cholinergic neurons, dopaminergic neuron, serotonergic neuron, and non-epinephrine, etc. All neurotransmitter have a container special neurons. Okay, then depends on the length of the axon. Small axons, Golgi type 2, large axon, Golgi type 1. Okay, so this is all about the types of neuron. We will discuss in very detail in next slide. So as you see, these three structure are type of structural neuron. First one is unipolar, in which neurites present from cell body, but you see that dendrites and axon are fused together to form continuous process that emerge from the cell body. Both are structurally and functionally axon. These type of neuron present at ganglia of the spinal and cranial nerves. Unipolar neuron have a special function as a sensory receptor, detect sensory impulses such as touch, pain, pressure, thermal stimuli. Second type is bipolar neuron. From cell body, one axon and one dendrites are extended. Bipolar neuron present in the retina of the eyes, in the inner ear epithelium of the cochlea, and the vestibular and olfactory area of the brain also. And multipolar neurons from cell body, one axons but several dendrites are extended. These neurons present in all brain and spinal cord. Here, this is the example of the CNS neuron. One is Purkinje cell and other is pyramidal cell. These are the dendrites, cell bodies, axon and axon terminals. Information is received by the dendrites and travel by axons. Purkinje cells present in the cerebellum and pyramidal cell present in the cerebral cortex. Functional type of the neurons, three types: sensory, motor, and interneurons. In sensory neuron, known as afferent, A for afferent because it receives information from the peripheral nervous system to the central nervous system. What do you remember by seeing this figure? Yes, these are the unipolar neurons which have a sensory receptor. So here it is a Meissner corpuscle receptor for touch. This is the Pennician or laminated corpuscle receptor for the pressure, and here this is the Merkel cell which with Merkel disc receptor for the touch, and last figure nociceptor receptor for the pain. Okay, so these are the sensory neurons classified according to different receptor. Motor neuron, also known as a E for afferent neuron. EFF means away from, so it is convey action potential away from the CNS to effectors like muscles and gland in the PNS through the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves. Last type is interneuron, known as association neuron, located between the sensory and motor neurons. 99% of the neuron in the nervous system is interneurons. Now, other type of the cell in the nervous tissue is neuroglia. Glia means glue that held together. Glia about 1.5 of the CNS volume of the nervous system, and glia are more than neurons but smaller than neurons. Neuroglia are non-functionally cell because not generate or propagate action potential, and glia can multiply and divide it in the mature nervous system. In case of the injury or the disease, glia can multiply to fill the space firmly occupied by neurons. Brain tumors derive from the glia called gliomas. Let's discuss about the type of the glia. Depends on the location. According that, astrocyte, oligodendrocyte, microglia and ependymal cells are only present in the CNS, central nervous system, and where Schwann cell and satellite cell present in the PNS, peripheral nervous system. Neuroglia of the central nervous system. The first is astrocytes. It is a look like a star, many processes, largest and most numerous of the glia. Two type of astrocyte, one is a protoplasmic and other is fibrous. Protoplasmic astrocyte are short branching process and found in the gray matter, where the fibrous astrocytes having a long branching process and found in the white matter. What is the function of the astrocyte? Astrocyte contain microfilaments, give strength which support the neurons, and endothelial cell of the astrocyte create a blood-brain process of the astrocyte wrap around the blood capillaries and isolate the neurons of the CNS from the various potentially harmful substances from the blood. Then astrocyte help to maintain appropriate chemical environment for the generation of the nerve impulses. Astrocytes play a role in learning and memory by influencing the formation of the neural synapses. In the embryo, secrete chemicals that appear to regulate the growth, migration and interconnection among the neurons in the brain. Then oligodendrocytes. Oligo means few and dendro means tree. It is a tree-like structure. So oligodendrocytes similar to astrocyte but smaller and contain a fewer processes. Processes are responsible for forming and maintaining the myelin sheath around the CNS axons. Microglia. It is a small cell which slender processes that gives off numerous spine-like projections. Microglia have a different and unique function. It is function as a phagocytes in the CNS. Ependymal cell. All we know about very well. Epen means above and diem means garment. Cuboidal to columnar cell arranged in a single layer that process microvilli and cilia. Ependymal cell line the ventricle of the brains and central canal of the spinal cord. Space filled with the CSF which protect and nourish the CNS. Ependymal cell produce possibly monitor and assist in the circulation of the CSF. Ependymal cell form blood CSF barrier. Okay, so don't confuse. Astrocyte will form the blood brain barrier where ependymal cell form blood CSF barrier. So these are the glial cell which are present in the CNS. Neuroglia in the PNS. Schwann cell and what is it? It is the satellite cell. Let's discuss one by one. Schwann cell encircle PNS axon. Same like oligodendrocyte, they form the myelin sheath around the axon but in the CNS, central nervous system. So both Schwann cell and oligodendrocyte have a same function. It is the myelination. Each Schwann cell myelinate a single axon and single Schwann cell can also enclose 20 or more unmyelinated axon. Okay, so don't confuse that. I will repeat once more time. Schwann cell myelinate a single axon. Okay, so this axon is called myelinated axon, but single Schwann cell can also enclose 20 or more unmyelinated axon. Then Schwann cell participate in axon regeneration is more easily in the peripheral nervous system than central nervous system. Then here is the satellite cell. They are a flat cell. Satellites are surround the cell bodies of the neurons of the PNS, regulate the exchange of material between neuronal cell bodies and interstitial fluid. Myelination. Two types of the neuroglia produce myelin sheath. Oligodendrocyte in the CNS, Schwann cell in the PNS. Single oligodendrocyte myelinate several axons, where single Schwann cell myelinate only single axon. Okay, single oligodendrocyte myelinate how many axons? several axons, where Schwann cell is myelinate only single axon. Neurolemma is absent in the oligodendrocyte, where neurolemma is present in the Schwann cell. So what is the neurolemma? Let me tell you, a sheath of Schwann outer nucleated cytoplasmic layer which encloses the myelin sheath is the neurolemma. I already told you in the parts of the neurons where is the neurolemma is present. Okay, then node of Ranvier present in the fewer in the oligodendrocyte, where node of Ranvier is present in more amount in the Schwann cell. Then when axon injured, little growth will be occur in the oligodendrocyte, where the Schwann cell, when axon injured, neurolemma adds regeneration by forming regeneration tube that guide and stimulate growth of the axon toward the site of injury. Okay, why the little growth will be occur in the oligodendrocyte? Because neurolemma is absent, and more regeneration will be occur in the Schwann cell because neurolemma is present in the Schwann cell. Amount of the myelin increase from birth to maturity and increase the speed of nerve impulses condition. Understood? Well, I give you one example. Infant not rapidly give response as adult. Infants' response to stimuli are neither as rapid nor as coordinated as those of an older child or in adult. As I told you that for myelination, two neuroglia is responsible. One is oligodendrocytes and other is Schwann cell. Myelin sheath is formed in the CNS by glial cell called oligodendrocytes and in the PNS by glial cell called Schwann cell. In this figure, transverse section of the stages in the formation of the myelin sheath in the PNS. See, this is the Schwann cell, contain a nucleus and cytoplasm, and here exolemma of the axons. Then exolemma is covered by the cytoplasm. Then on the third stage, multiple cover made it on the and last stage, nucleus convert into the neurolemma and axon is covered by myelin sheath, and this is the node of Ranvier. Okay, so this is all about the myelination. Then what will be happen if this myelin sheath got damaged? I will tell you. So when myelin sheath got damaged, regeneration and repair process will be start. The nervous system exhibit plasticity, but it has a very limited power of regeneration. What is the plasticity and regeneration? So plasticity is capability to change based on the experience, and regeneration means capability to replicate or repair damaged neurons. How the regeneration occur? So let me tell you the whole process. See, this is the normal neuron with the intact myelin sheath. When injured or damage occur on the axon, changes occur in the cell bodies and axon distal to the site of the injury and proximal part of the axon. 24 to 48 hours after injury, nasal bodies break up into the fine granular masses called chromatolysis. Okay, what is the chromatolysis? Chromatolysis is nasal body breakups into the fine granular masses. On 3rd to 5th day, part of the axon distal to damaged region becomes slightly swollen and break up into the fragments. Myelin sheath also deteriorate. After that, axon and myelin sheath both degenerate, but neurolemma is remain. Then what happen next? Degeneration of the distal portion of the axon and myelin sheath called Wallerian degeneration. Okay, Wallerian degeneration means degeneration of the distal portion of the axon and myelin sheath. After chromatolysis, sign of the recovery will be evident. And what is it? The sign is macrophages phagocytosize the debris, then synthesis of the RNA and protein accelerate, which favor the regeneration of the axon. Next process is Schwann cell multiply by mitosis and grow toward each other and form, what is it? This is the regeneration tube. So Schwann cell multiply by mitosis, grow, and formation of the regeneration tube will be happen. Axon from the proximal area grow at rate of about 1.5 nm, means 0.06 inches per day across the area of damage. Tube guide growth of a new axon from the proximal area across the injured area into the distal area previously occupied by the original axon. So our new axon is ready to serve their function. However, new axon cannot grow if the gap at the site of the injury is too large, or if the gap becomes filled with the collagen fibers. It will make difficult for the regeneration process. Okay, so whole the regeneration and repair process will be divided into 5 stages. First is damaged axon, then chromatolysis and Wallerian regeneration. Then third is regeneration will be started and forming regeneration tube. Then new axon will be ready. Okay, so this is all about the regeneration and repair. I hope you understood very well. Okay, so now times for the summary. How many types of the cell present in the nervous tissue? 2. Neurons and neuroglia. Neurons are true functioning cell where the neuroglia are supporting cell. How many types of the neuron present in the nervous system? Classification based on the structure, their function based on the neurotransmitter and also length of the axon. In the structural, unipolar present in the neuroganglia of the brain and spinal cord functioning as a sensory receptor. Then bipolar neuron found in the retina of the eyes, in the ear, epithelium of the cochlea and vestibular area and the olfactory area of the brain. Then multiple neurons extend one axon with the multiple dendrites located in the all over the brain and spinal cord. As example of the CNS neuron, one is the Purkinje cell and the pyramidal cell. Purkinje cell present in the cerebellum and pyramidal cell in the cerebral cortex. Then based on their function, sensory, motor and interneurons. Sensory get information from the PNS and gives to the CNS, where motor neurons are afferent, get information from the CNS and give to the PNS. Interneurons are interconnected with the sensory and motor neurons. Other type of the cell in the nervous tissue is neuroglia, astrocyte, oligodendrocytes, microglia, ependymal cell. These are the cell present only in the CNS. Where Schwann cell, satellite cell located in the PNS. Myelination occur by the glial cell, oligodendrocytes and Schwann cell. There is a major difference in their function which we had discussed in the today's lecture, so do remember. And if the axon damage or get injured, how the regeneration will be occur? Regeneration in the 5 stage. Okay, done? Any question up to this? So today we had discussed about the histology of the nervous system. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe and press the bell icon so you get notified by latest video, and to get connected with me, follow me on the Instagram link is given in the description. Then see you soon in the next video.